guys, back in the shed at last. Well, I have been in here now, but I've had a few days cleaning the place up because it had got into a bit of a mess. So I've literally ripped everything out of here, cleaned shelves off, everything, because the dust and grinding dust, everything had just built up over the time, and I've got into a bit of a mess. So I've had a bit of a move around as well to create a bit of space, decluttered a tiny bit, although it still looks full in here, but I've gained a bit of space and it feels good. Anyway, back onto Dan's bike. Girder forks. So as you know, I've got to tidy these up a bit because of the pitting. So I'm just going over them to get any eye spots out, because obviously these are quite old and, you know, they've had a bit of a beating over time and they are well weathered. So we're going to get them cleaned up, get them powder coated, get them back, dress them up again, and hopefully the second layer of powder coat will give them a nice finish. So I've done a couple of extra brackets on here, one being for the brake cable and the other for the brake drum to stop it spinning, which we'll have a look at in a bit. So I'm just in the middle of dressing them up and just checking over everything. I've also got to get the new steering stop on, which is that. I'll get all that welded on and then dress the old stops up because they are a mess. By the look of it, that was sort of maybe a later addition by somebody, and it is quite rough. So we've got to get them off and dress all this bottom yoke up so it's nice and round again. As you can see, it wasn't the best of work. So yeah, we'll get them took off and we'll dress them all round, so hopefully you'll never know they were there. That's the plan. So yeah, we'll just get on with it, eh? First, this block here, which I've added, that basically stops the brake drum from spinning. So I've just started dressing all that up, and we just got to continue with that, getting these little bits of wells dressed down. So it just looks part of the casting really. And then in there, we'll just probably put a bit of a radius in there, and it should start to look all right. As you can see, the pitting, I'm pretty sure with double coating it, most of this is going to disappear. Well, you see I've ground it very carefully actually, just to knock any eye spots off it that could be there. I just got to go around a few more pieces and then they'll be all sorted, I think. So yeah, first job of the day is get all this sorted. Other parts of the forks, they're pretty good. There's no damage. The metal works all nice and strong, so some of the bits there's not a lot to do to them. All these are pretty good. All these are pretty good. So some bits are virtually ready to go. Anyway, let's get stuck in. That's that pretty much done. Obviously we've completely made this from scratch, so it does look part of the casting now. I think that's good enough to have powder coated. Obviously it's quite difficult because the forks do look terrible at the moment, but they'll be all right. pretty confident we're going to get these looking nice. Right, let's go for this bit now. First we'll cut these off as low as we dare without obviously breaking into this bit or hitting this with the cutter, and then the rest we'll just carefully grind away and get the radius back in. Still very much misshaped, but we'll sort that bit out now. Right, to get the rad in, again we'll use this void in the belt here, which will follow the radius of the material. And if we just go carefully, it should sort it out. Wait for the old compressor to catch up. Let's get in there though. That's coming up nice. We just got a bit left of what was there, just in this area here. You can see where it's starting to take it away. You'll never know they're there when we're done. Right, just on the bottom bit now for the steering stops. So obviously you've seen it was just a bit of cut out 3mm sheet. So I'm just trying to make it look cast like the rest of it, obviously. So I've just about done one side. I'm just building up a bit of weld on the other side to dress in, like I say, to give it more of a cast appearance and just piece of 3mm steel welded to the bottom. So it's all welded on now. Obviously you probably can't tell it's 3mm steel anymore. This side's about dressed in, as you can see that. Obviously we've got a lip on it now, which all I've done is built that up with weld. I'm just trying to rough this one out now to dress it all in like this side. I'll say just a bit better than a bit of plate. So, finish dressing this side up, and that's that bottom piece done. Right, that's that shape about there, I think. I'm just going to sort of texture this back up where I've been grinding it. I think that'll do. think we're about there with that. Right, that lot's pretty much there for the first layer of powder coating. Gone over everything, all that's all dressed up now. So the only thing I want to do is the adjuster. I want to try and leave that sort of bare metal and we'll beeswax that, but it's quite badly pitted, so I'm going to give it a go at dressing it up so it's got a nice decent surface, and then we'll beeswax that, I think. Plus the bolt head as well is a bit worse for wear, so we'll probably try and dress that up, although it might change its size, but I want to try and save it. So let's give that a go. As you can see, it's quite aged. So we'll see what we can do with it. If we can get that to have sort of a brush finish, I think it'll look good with the powder coated forks. So to start with on that, we'll have a go with this. Right, I think that's about as far as I can take that. It's a lot better than what it was. Still got a few little marks in, but I don't want to take too much material off because it'll end up too weak. But yeah, I think that's about ready. We'll take it to the powder coaters, get a good first coat put on it, obviously have it blasted first, and then get it coated, bring it back, flat it out, take it back, and I think it'd be okay. I think, like I say, I've done that before to get rid of bad surface finishes, and it's worked out quite well. So no reason why this shouldn't come out okay when I take it. Fingers crossed. But yeah, that's looking a lot better. I'll say it's got a couple of little marks, but you know, I think we can expect a bit of something at this age. It's better than what it was. And we'll give this a bit of a heat up and get some beeswax on that. I've done the bolt head as well, as you can see, that's a bit tidier. And basically skin the top off in the lathe, then dress the sides up with a file. So that's a lot better. I think we'll get away with that. I'm happy with that compared to what it was like. I think that'll do for this one. Like I say, hopefully get all the powder coaters tomorrow, along with a few of the bits down there, which I want doing. And we're well on the way towards the build up with this bike, and I'm looking forward to getting it back together. Anyway, I think that'll do. Next video, I think I'm stripping wheels out and tidying bits up on the frame, so all that can then go to the powder coaters after this lot. Nice time for my phone to ring. Anyway, I'm going. Cheers for watching, guys. Catch you later.